Hey guys, my name is Noor Janae. So, the Merriam-Webster definition of a hero is someone who is admired or idolized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. When I think of the word hero, I automatically flash to a Marvel movie, like Iron Man. I think of all the different archetypes from high school or elementary school that we've been presented with, like the willing, the unwilling, the tragic, and the classical. However, when I'm asked just to dig a little bit deeper into what a hero truly means to me, I guess I would say it's someone who just does things for others, to make others happy, to protect others, to save them from heartache or danger, and doesn't ever expect anything in return because they're just so selfless. Aside from the definition, I think of some people in my life. I think of my mom. My mom is someone who I know never does anything for me expecting to receive anything in return. She always puts me first. She cares about me wholeheartedly and makes the biggest sacrifices for me imaginable. She stands up to anyone who would ever think about hurting me, and in situations where she can't stand up for me, she advises me how to stand up for myself. She teaches me how to be the best me possible, and to me, someone who is capable of doing so much so selflessly and making my life so much better becomes a hero. So, if I was to describe a real life hero, I would use the descriptions that I use when I speak about my mom. Someone who is genuinely making a difference for the better, somewhere or to someone. Someone who is brave and wise. Someone without an ounce of evil inside of them, and someone who does all these good things without expecting a single thing in return. There is no benefit for them other than the fact that they are helping others. So a hero to me is someone I can admire, look up to, and aspire to be more like.
To me, a hero is someone who cares more for others than they do for themselves. They value the happiness of those around them and would do anything to maintain that happiness. A hero to me has integrity and maintains honesty. A hero doesn't always have to wear a cape like they do in the movies. Sometimes the heroes are the ones you least expect. One time I was walking to my friend's apartment on Shortvine when I suddenly felt a tap on my shoulder and turned around to a man holding out a $10 bill. He said, "You dropped this." I could tell he hadn't had a good night of sleep in a while. His clothes were old and worn, and he looked like he hadn't had a proper meal. I took the money and briefly said thank you. Walking to my friend's apartment, I was thinking about how kind it was for this man to give back my money, even when he could have kept it, and I would have never known. This small act taught me a lot about integrity and the kindness of one's heart. This inspired me so much that I turned around, and luckily he was still in the same spot, and I handed him the money back. I think as a person grows older, their definition of a hero changes. Slowly we begin to realize that a true hero thinks about others before they think about themselves. They can do small, hidden things just to make those around them happy. Simple acts of bravery or courage from a person can make others look up to them for their actions. The smallest acts can be worth so much, and sometimes people don't even realize their actions are heroic. Some heroes have faced battles of their own that lead them to be the way they are. The struggles they went through in their own life helped them develop qualities that a hero would have, and they use these qualities to help others in different situations. All heroes have their own stories, and every hero can make a difference in their own way.
Damn, no trash can?
Hey, littering is no joke. It's bad for the environment. In this situation, I was the hero.
A hero cares about people, but a hero can care about the environment too. If we don't take the initiative to make sure we help the environment, nobody else will. From little things like picking up litter to big things like big volunteer projects or joining the EPA, we can make a difference in this earth that is slowly depleting because of a lot of the things that we have done. It's time to clean up the oceans, put a halt to pollution, and just start caring for the environment, or we might find ourselves losing it. Just because the environment cannot outwardly thank us, it doesn't mean that we aren't doing the right thing, making a difference for the better, and becoming a hero.
Boy, what are those? Those
those,
shoes are
dude?
so
Yo, Raheem, come over
ugly.
here.
Stop.
Look at this dude.
I can't even look at you right now.
Hey guys, cut it out. That's not very cool. In this situation, I was the hero.
Sometimes doing what's right means not doing what's popular. There's so many scenarios where people just jump in because it's normalized, but just because it's normalized doesn't make it the moral thing to do. When a person is getting bullied and you step in to defend them, you're essentially becoming their hero. You might not be making yourself the coolest guy in the room, but no hero ever became one by doing things to blend in. They just stand out. It's a selfless act to stand up for someone who's getting bullied, but it will make a difference for the better in that person's life. And that's what matters in the end. So don't be afraid to stand up and stand out because it's all in the path of becoming a hero.
I don't think I have enough money for this food.
Aww. Could I pay for the person behind me too?
Of course.
Could you just charge my time?
It's already been taken care of. In this situation, I was the hero. Sometimes heroes let their kind acts go by without receiving any form of recognition. At the end of the day, a true hero doesn't care if they're being rewarded for their generosity because their main goal is to make sure the one they are trying to help is satisfied. They aren't doing it to get the attention from others, they're doing it to make someone else happy, and that shows their level of selflessness. Simple things like secretly paying for the meal of another can make someone's day 10 times better. Even if the person is a stranger to them, a true hero will help whoever is in need no matter what the circumstances are.
This is such a great party.
Wait, guys, I think we're out of snacks.
It's okay, I can go get some.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, I don't mind as long as you guys are having fun. In this situation, I was the hero.
Heroes can act in situations solely to benefit everyone around them. They go out of their way and go above and beyond for others. They don't get anything out of it, but still the happiness of everyone is important to them, so they take it upon themselves to be there for others. They don't mind making sacrifices for others, no matter how big or small it may be. Parties are fun, and of course those that attend want to have a good time. So when there aren't enough snacks for everyone, the hero of the group will step up and voluntarily go get more snacks so everyone else can continue to have a good time.
And what does the word hero mean to you?
Hero to me is someone who's courageous, stands up for what they believe in, and puts their life at risk to save others.
And what does the word hero mean to you?
Hero is someone that I can look up to. They're a good role model. They're typically strong, and they're able to handle anything that comes their way.
I think a hero has many interpretations, but I feel like it's someone that you admire and that you look up to, almost like a mentor, and they guide you.
Okay, thank you.
What does the word hero mean to you?
A hero is someone who puts himself before others and never shays away from danger or tough situations.
So, Shanza, what did you learn today?
Today I learned that heroes do things to make others happy and they put others before themselves. Sometimes heroes do things out of the kindness of their hearts and they don't care about the attention from others, and their actions show this. Also, many people are able to make sacrifices because they know it can benefit others. A true hero will be happy if the people around them are happy. I also learned that sometimes being a hero means not doing what's popular, and that's okay. As long as you're doing the right thing, everything else will fall into place. And finally, being a hero doesn't just mean acts towards humanity. It can be acts towards the environment around us. Simple things like picking up litter just takes us a little closer to being our world's hero. So Noor, how have you been a hero in your own life?
I feel like I've experienced acts of heroism in numerous ways throughout my life. Like I mentioned before, my own mother is my ultimate role model. However, I've tried to be a hero on my own sometimes. Whether it's just standing up for my friends when I feel like a stranger's being a little rude, or dropping everything and being there for my brother whenever he needs me. I've experienced my own acts of heroism and just implemented them in my life. In a larger way, I want to be a doctor one day, and I want to be one so I feel like I have the opportunity to make lives better. I want to save them, and knowing that I can do that gives me all the pleasure in the world. I hope that one day I can be successful enough that I can commit only a majority of my time to helping those in need, and maybe make someone's day a little better. I want to be someone's hero, and I want to do it the same way others have been mine. Thank you guys for watching our presentation, and we hope that you learned what it's like to be a hero and you know how to be one yourself.